Well, Graham, in a game that was considered by many as a six-pointer, we've got a good win today. How important is that?
Yeah, it was massive. Spoke to the lads beforehand about, just getting the win. We knew how important it was, to close the gap. And I think you've seen by the performance, although I thought we controlled for large parts of the game, there was times when the lads had to put their bodies on the line, put their head in front of things, and they did it. I couldn't be prouder of them.
Was there a message to get at them from the off? Because we certainly did.
Yeah, I think that's always the plan. Whether it happens or whether it doesn't, you can't always control that. But like I said, I felt it was superb. From minute one to the end. Listen, it's been really, really difficult for the lads. The uncertainty around it. People tweeting. Making comments, and there's been a lot of negativity around the last couple of games. But listen, when Dale left, it was always about winning the games that you knew was going to get you out of it. And with all due respect, going away to top of the league and losing 2-0, even though it was I thought it was a decent display. You lose in the week to Kelsa, that's not going to define your season. What is going to define your season is picking up points, against the teams that are around you. And starting with today, that was always the plan.
And we're the only side in the bottom half to actually pick up 3 points, and it sort of closes that gap to 2 points. It keeps us well in it now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's in our hands. We've got 2 games in hand on both teams. You've still got to go and play Atherton. So yeah, it's in our hands. That's what I said to the boys. Let us be in control, and that's what they've done. Like I say, absolutely, magnificent today. Superb.
Better discipline, I thought, than in keeping the shape than what we saw on Tuesday night.
Well, I think you know yourself. You spoke about formations and systems. I think it goes out the window on games like today. You can play anything, but it was about having a will and a desire, and the lads knowing what it means to the football club to get 3 points on the board in a massive game. And like I said, I couldn't have asked any more of them. They all delivered, and that's a group that you can see that have stuck together. The remit when I was placed in interim charge was to just keep the group together, so if somebody else does come in, then they've got a full squad to look at. So the lads have stayed professional, they've been brilliant, they've stuck together, because it has been tough. Like I said, it's been tough, people tweeting about other managers getting a job and interviews and all that kind of stuff, and we can only control what we can control. But it's been difficult for them boys. They've been low, but it's been up to us to try and get them going, and today I thought it was absolutely superb.
And yeah, like you say, positive reaction. One player that stuck out for me was James McQuilkin, the amount of ground he covered.
Yeah, I think we looked at having a little bit more control in their physicality, so we put Michael McGrath in there holding midfield, and I think it freed James McQuilkin to play a little bit higher. And listen, James has played at a level that he's played at because he's a good footballer. I don't think that's ever been questioned. It's just about getting him on the ball and freeing him up a little bit higher, and I think a lot of credit of that goes to Michael McGrath, who done all the doggy stuff. He won seconds, he was physical in there, and allowed Macca to go and get on the ball and play. Yeah,
I was going to come on to Michael McGrath playing just in front of a back four, but essentially we've got 3 central defenders playing quite tight there, haven't we? And
yeah.
So we're winning that first ball.
Yeah. I think we've looked at. Listen, them type of midfielders aren't about that much anymore. If they are, they're on a contract or they're at a team that are at top of the league. So really, when you look at it, Macca was the one that we went. Listen, he's got everything that we're trying to look for. If we're going to sign somebody, you go 6 foot, physical, aggressive, wins his first, wins his second, and he's sitting in front of us. So it was just a little bit of a stroke there to go, just go and sit in there and allow the other 2 in front of you to free up and get on the ball.
We did control the game for the majority of it, but Wythenshawe, as you'd expected, put up a bit more fight second half. They made a couple of changes, and they were pressing, and I guess inevitably there is going to be a goal which sets up those last minute nerves, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Listen, when that goes in, you think, oh my God, do we go here again? But like I said, the character of the boys to dig in, and they knew how important it was. In any game, the opposition are always going to get a spell, and it was just about managing that spell. Listen, they've got a goal, but then after that, they haven't really had a sniff. Like I said, we was in control for large parts of the game. The keepers made 3 or 4 unbelievable saves in the first half, from James McQuilkin, and then from the free kick from Zidane. We could have been 4-0 up after 20 minutes, and you're thinking, is it going to be our day, is it not? But no, listen, the lads were absolutely superb.
And how pleasing was it to see Dan Coquelin back in action?
Yeah, listen, Cockers has been, what a kid, what a great kid, and ideally probably could have waited another couple of weeks, but he's infectious, he's a great kid. I wanted him in the dressing room, wanted him around the lads, and there was never a doubt if he's on the bench that I'm going to bring him on, because he can produce a little bit of magic, and like I say, he's worked really, really hard. It's been tough for him. It's the 3rd time his shoulder's gone, so to see him back out on the pitch with a smile on his face and what he brings to the group, different class.
And on to Tuesday, trip up to Runcorn, which is not going to be an easy trip, is it?
No, they was here today. Listen, it's always difficult up there. So listen, the group goes up there. You know, whatever it will be, will be. But listen, they've put themselves in a great position now. Like I said, it's up to them now to kick on, which I'm sure they will do.
Well done on the win today, and good luck for the Tuesday night's trip.
Thank you. Cheers.